YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss the topic non-finite verb, and it is the second part of this chapter. If you want to see the first part of this chapter, to go to the playlist of my channel and you can watch. Okay, so now let's start the video and know more thing about the non-finite verbs. In the previous video you have to know about that infinitives. Okay, first you know very well about the finite verbs and non-finite verb. What is the sense of, what is the definition of finite verb and non-finite verb? And I have also told you that there are three kinds of non-finite verb. Okay, how many kind of non-finite verb? There are three kinds. First is infinitive, second is past tense, third is the gerunds. And infinitive I have already explained, so you can see its first part. So let's start, and we have to know about the second part. What is the sense of the participle? Okay, and how can we use the participle in a sentence, and how can we identify of the participle in the sentence? Okay, so in the previous video you have to know that I gave an example of the infinitives, like the child wants to read a story. In this sentence, I told you that this one is non-finite with the help of two. Okay, now we have to know about the participle. Okay, participle, and we have to know what kind of the participle used in a sentence. It is also a verb. Okay, infinitive is a verb, non-finite is a verb. We are talking about a verb, and you have to know how can you identify of the non-finite in a sentence. Okay, and now you have to know how can you identify and how can you use participle verb in a sentence. First, everyone know very well that if you have a verb, any verb like read, write, live, like, so these, you can see here, these are verbs. Okay, and we have to change this verb into the participle. We have to change this verb into the participle. How can we change it into a participle? Like read will be reading and read. Okay, write will be writing. Okay, writing and written. Living, live. Okay, it is the form of the participle. Okay, form of the participle. One thing more, root is also a participle. Okay, so you have to see here these verbs where it's change its form by using the ing, by using the ed, ten, etc. or the verb, then it will be participle verb. Okay, it will be participle verb, and we have to know the participle verb in a sentence in the different form. Okay, I gave you some example, like the creaking noise disturb us. The creaking noise disturb us. Okay, the clicking noise disturb us. The leaking pipe must be replaced. The leaking pipe must be replaced. So you have to see here. Here is the noise and pipe. Noise and pipe. Both are the noun word. Okay. Noise and pipe both are the noun word, and you can see here is the licking and creaking. Okay, licking and creaking words are present participle that have been used as articles, adjective. Okay, it is used as a adjective. You can see creak is a verb. Okay, and here leak is a verb. In these words, you have to see creak and leak both are the verb, and here add ing in both words. Add ing. So this ing make the verb form as a participle. Make the word as a participle. What kind of the participle? It will be present participle. Okay, when in the verbs you have to add ing, then it will be present participle. Okay, and I give another example like the nobody at the burnt toast. Nobody at the burnt toast. Okay, so you have to see here is a toast. Toast is a noun word. And before the toast you can see here is the verb. Okay, it is the verb. I gave another example like the frightened girl shouted loudly. The frightened girl shouted loudly. Okay, frightened girl shouted loudly. So you can see here is the girl. Girl is a noun word, and here is the frightened. Frightened is a verb. Okay, frightened is a verb, and in this sentence, and you can see in this sentence both are use the participle. Okay, what kind of the participle? In both sentences are past participle that have been used as adjective. Okay, here is the girl is a noun word, and here is the toast is a noun word, and in both words you have to see some of the word, that is the verb. It is the qualifying of burnt word, qualifying of the toast, and frightened word, qualifying of the girls. So both word burnt and frightened, both word will be verb. Okay, it is a verb, but it's used as a past participle. It's used as a past participle. So both word will be adjective of the here is a frightened word will be adjective of girls, and here burnt word will adjective of the toast. Okay, so this is the sum of the important fact that is the use as a participle. Okay, what is the mean of the participle? It is very important that what is the mean of the participle. A participle is that a form of the verb that can act as adjective in a sentence. Okay, participle is that form of verb. It is a form of verb. Participle is a form of verb that can act as an adjective. Burnt is a verb. Brunt is a verb and it is act as a adjective. Here is the creaking. Creak is a verb and use present participle, then it will be creaking. And creaking word act in this sentence as a adjective. Which adjective? The noise adjective. It will be adjective of noise. And the brunt will be adjective of toast. And here the frightened word will be adjective of girl. But all these words, creaking, brunt, frightened, all these words is a verb. Okay, and what kind of the verb? It is the present participle verb and it is the past participle verb. Okay, so you have to see, we have to use the participle word as an adjective in the sentence. Clear? One thing more I have to explain in next sentence. Next sentence is, having cooked the dinner, she went for a walk. Having cooked the dinner, she went for a walk. She went for a walk. Can you see this sentence? In this sentence, there are given some of the words that. So first you read it very carefully. Read it very carefully. In this sentence, you can see having cooked. Having cooked, and here the dinner. Having cooked, and after the having cooked, you can see the dinner. So having cooked word is perfect participle. It is a perfect participle and it represents an action that was completed at some point of the time in the past. Okay, it is also a participle. Having cooked, having spent, these type of the word will be the perfect participle. What kind of the participle? Perfect participle, and it is represent an action. It is also represent an action that was completed at the some point of the time in the past. Okay, it is the complete the time at some point of the time in the past. So this is the also a participle word. What kind of the participle? It is the perfect participle. In the previous example, like it, nobody at Brunt protest or the frightened girl shouted loudly. So shouted, frightened and Brunt both are the past participle, and in the before of the sentence, like the clicking noise disturb and the licking pipe must be replaced. So kicking and licking both are the word is a present participle. Okay, so I think you know very well about the participle. It's a very simple to use in the sentence of the participle word and identify. If any sentence use ing with the verb, use ing with the verb in a sentence and it used before the noun word. It used before the noun word, then it will be the present participle. And if the use the second form of the sentence or third form of the sentence by using the ed, ten, okay, and t etc are the word used with the verb ending of the verb, then it will be the past participle. And when you can see any word that is the starting with the having and after the used verb third form, and it is used before the noun word, then it will be the perfect past tense. Okay, so I hope you know about the past tense. It has a three form. How many form? Three form: present past tense, past past tense, and perfect past tense. With the present past tense, you can see the ing form of the verb, and it's used before the noun verb. And past participle, it is the also third form of the verb, and it's used before the noun verb. Okay, and the third is perfect participle. It is used before the noun verb by using the having verb third form. Clear? And participle may be used as a attributes. Participle also used as a attribute. I gave an example. Like the torn seed flew away, a burnt child did the fire. A burnt child did the fire. Okay, and in the predicate modifying the subject or the object, like the boy looked terrified. The boy looked the terrified. Okay, it means attribute. Attribute means, you can see here, a burnt child did the fire. So you can see here in the use past participle as a attribute, and in this sentence the participle word like looked, here the boy is noun, looked is a verb, and the terrified word is a participle word, and it's modify the subject of the object. Okay, it is the modifying the subject. What kind of the boy? Terrified boy. Okay, terrified boy. So this word also modify of the subject, and it is use the form of object. Okay, so I think one thing is very important, that is to talk about an earlier action, like seeing the tiger, dejected by the failures, etc., are the some of the participle words. So I hope you all understand about the participle. I will explain its third form. Its third form, it means the gerund form, in the third video. Okay, so thank you for the watching video. We have to meet in the next video.